Hey guys, I know you can't see me at the moment, but I am just going to take this off and take the clothes off the line and talk to you guys. You guys likely won't be able to see me. There we go. Okay guys. So this is Veda day 16, and I tried to sit down and pre-film those videos, and it just didn't go as planned because I slept in this morning, and I am just exhausted today. I was trying to get stuff done today because I'm going to be at work all weekend, so I thought I would just talk to you guys about the time I was hospitalized for a panic attack. This is going to be part of my journal series. This is something that not even really my family knows about. Only the friend who found me in my apartment and Sophia's real dad. So, I had, I don't even, honestly, it's a little bit of a blur for me, so I'm going to try and explain it the best that I can, but it's still a little fuzzy for me. So what had happened, I got really stressed out about something, and I honestly, I think it was bills, and that is my biggest stressor for me is money. So what happens to me when I get panic attacks is I hear voices in my head. The voices tell me that I'm not good enough, I'm a failure, just a whole bunch of negative crap, really. So that's what goes on in my head, and then I start to blank out, and normally I sit down up against a wall or in the middle of the floor, and I start to rock myself. I honestly, how my friends describe it when I take a panic attack is I look like I'm possessed. I look like I have been taken over by some sort of like demonic possession, and I sit there and I rock myself. And so what had happened was, I guess I had locked like the deadbolt lock thing on the apartment that I used to live in at my dad's place, and I guess luckily my my friend has like a tool thing in his bag, and he was able to slide the bolt over and come in, and he found me taking a panic attack on my bedroom floor. So what had happened was, oh, woo. Sorry there guys, you fell. So what had happened was I did take a panic attack, so I ended up there's a spider. So I started shaking, and I started rocking, and then I get very dehydrated because I hyperventilate before I start rocking. Everything goes into a plank. If you guys go watch Wandering with Littles, Carissa kind of explained hers as like a white, like everything goes, it's like a flash of white. That mine, it doesn't do that whatsoever. I can always see. Everything has like a halo of black, but I never actually flash white. Actually, a lot of people don't flash white. They flash black when they have a panic attack. Since I've had this panic attack, I've done extensive research on how the brain handles a panic attack, and I'd eventually like to master in psychology. So I've done a lot of studying on it, but so that's what had happened to me. I just completely forgot all of my surroundings. I had the halo of black, and so my friend loaded me up into Matthew's car, which is Sophia's dad. Ooh, there goes a bat. Loaded me up into his car, and they took me to the hospital. I got checked over by a crisis counselor. I kind of remember what she looked like, but I don't remember speaking to her. So pretty much they took me upstairs, of course, to the 4th floor. I was admitted, and I stayed there overnight. And this will be a shocker for my family because they have no idea about any of this. I do remember specifically telling them that I just needed a break. Don't phone my parents, don't worry, like, don't let them worry about it, like, I'll be fine in the morning kind of thing. So I don't think they did, unless my parents just aren't telling me. But at that point, my emergency contact was switched over to Matthew anyways. So I don't know if they still even had my parents' phone number on there, so that's what happened there. So yeah, I don't think anyone really knew. Derek knows about it, but of course he wasn't there for it. But it definitely was a stressful time in my life. Panic attacks are something I deal with quite regularly. I will have panic attacks while I'm driving, so I know when they're coming. Because I get the halo of black before everything kind of goes. So I pull over, park my car, just sit there, breathe. I ground myself, which is, you sit there and pretty much how you actually ground yourself is you count 5 things that you can hear and 5 things that you can feel with your body. I find the 5 things I can hear is a lot more effective for myself, so I normally just count the 5 things I can hear, and then that's how I ground myself, which sounded kind of funny, but that's how I ground myself to my surroundings. And then normally I'm okay after that. I find if I worry too much about finances, or if I worry too much about Sophia, or if I worry too much about driving, that's when my giant panic attacks hit. I actually did take a panic attack about 2 days ago. I was just in bed and I woke up from a really bad dream, and I was hit with it was actually a really bad panic attack. And I actually, all of my diagnoses are borderline personality disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, I don't know, so pretty much really bad panic disorder, and anxiety and depression. And there's another one, and it's pretty much where I can't decipher between reality and my imagination. So I will swear to God that someone said something to me, but really they didn't. And that's where I get a lot of my trust issues from, is because I feel like these people said something about me, but really they didn't. And they're saying they didn't, but my mind's telling me they did. So it's really not a fun disease. And now that I've been pulled off of my antipsychosis medications and my anxiety and depression medication, and we're trying to rework them and figure something out, they wanted me to go on lithium, which is a very, very dangerous drug for high risk psychotic people. And yeah, I'll admit it, I'm psychotic. And I didn't want to go on it because it did kill Derek's uncle from an overdose, and his parents, I think I would give his mother a heart attack if I did that, and of course I don't want to do that to anybody. So we're going to try and rework other pills, and a few things are kind of standing in the way of that. So since I've been pulled off these medications, it kind of sucks. I've been having nightmares, I've been having really, really weird dreams, so I thought I would just let you guys know about what it's like to have a panic attack, and the time that my panic attack landed me in the hospital. So this is Veda day 15. Tomorrow, you guys, I think Veda day 16 is a Sophia update, so that's what you guys will be seeing tomorrow if I ever get around to it. I'll likely have to film it in the car, sadly, because I'm going to be so busy tomorrow, and since I'm a working mom, a lot of my videos are in the car. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in my car. Bye!